Hey you guys, welcome back to the Firefighters Financial Toolbox. Hey, I got a shout out from Dave on the Hidden Freedom Investing channel, and he threw out about 12 questions to several different people that have financial YouTube channels, and I thought this was a pretty cool thing. First of all, I appreciate him giving me a shout out. I'm a relatively new channel, and having looked at a lot of the stuff on his channel, I think he and I agree on a number of different subjects, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, the cool thing is we're going to shout out, we're going to try to tag some other financial YouTube channels, try to get them involved and see if they can answer these questions as well. So the first person I want to tag and call out is Marie Brown, Minds in Motion YouTube channel, and it's a finance channel, and I really appreciate her. She comments a lot on my stuff, and I really like her different down-to-earth style on finance. Second person I'd like to call out is Ricky Myers. He has the Dividend Project. Now Ricky's a retired law enforcement officer, so he's got a public service background like I do, and he has a unique take on his thing and how he wants to educate his daughters. So I'd kind of like to get his impression of these questions as well. The next person I'm going to call is Jake over there at the Dividend Growth Investing channel. Jake is a mostly dividend-centered investor, which is a small part of what I do, but I'd like to get his take on some of these questions as well. Okay, you guys, the last two I'm going to call out are a little bit bigger channels. The next one I'm going to call out is Maggie Gomez at Money with Maggie. Now, I don't know if Maggie will respond to this, but I hope that she will, and play along and see what we can get. It's interesting for me, and I appreciate getting different takes on different people's investment styles and their mentalities on these things. The last person I have is somebody I've been watching for a couple of years now, and that's Mike the CPA. Mike has Money in Life TV. It's a big channel, you know, 20s of thousands of subscribers. So I don't know if he'll play along or not, but I hope he does. I really enjoy seeing his take. He does a good job of not only talking about investing, but taxes and all the other stuff that a CPA would think about in the investing world. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and answer Ryan's questions of us. Okay, the first question is, how old were you when you first started investing? Now, on his answer, he said he didn't count his first 401k, and honestly, my first 401k was like his. They automatically enrolled me I was 25. And honestly, if they had not automatically enrolled me, it was one of the things where I had to actually sign up not to be a part of it. I probably wouldn't have been invested. But he goes on to say, how old were you when you actually started seriously investing? So for me, I was 40 years old when my mom died, and she left me a little bit of money. Now, it wasn't a huge amount, but I didn't want to make a mistake with it. And knowing that if I didn't do some homework and ask some people that knew better, I would make a mistake. And the first investments I did were 2 Roths, one for my wife, one for myself. And before I invested, I did a little bit of reading, and I found the Bogleheads group and learned about Vanguard. Number 2, why did you start investing? Well, it goes back to what I was telling you. I got that money from my mom, and I really didn't want to F it up. Simply put, I didn't want a mistake and waste the money. Number 3, what was your first investment? I already kind of answered that, didn't I? My first was Vanguard Total Stock Market Index, and for my wife, at the same time, the Vanguard Total International Index. Number 4, what career gave you the money to start investing? Well, that's easy. The same career I've been in since I was 33, firefighting. Firefighting is basically my life. Before I started as a career, I had several years as a volunteer. Number 5, how many sources of income do you have currently? So for me, if I count my wife and myself, that's 2 sources of income. We have a CD. We have some online savings, which gives us a little bit of interest. We have a money market account through Vanguard. We do get a small amount of dividend income, if we count that, and we have that in individual dividend paying stocks as well as some individual and ETF REITs. I also make a small commission from some affiliate marketing I have from my website and once in a while on the YouTube channel, although that is very, very, very small. Number 6, what is one tip you would give to someone who is starting to invest? Now, Ryan summed this up the same as I would. Start yesterday. Start early, you guys. Start early. Now, the reason I say that is I messed up this step. I didn't start early, and I'm paying for it. The earlier you can start, the more time you have for compounding to help. Doesn't really matter what you invest in, start early. Number 7, what made you start your YouTube channel? Well, that's funny. I told you I'm a firefighter, and around the firehouse we have time to talk, and a lot of guys in the fire service don't think about that stuff. You know, they might have a 457 that they contribute to, but they really don't think about their global financial picture. Anyway, people started saying, well, Brad knows kind of about this stuff, you should ask him. And I started getting a lot of the similar questions from a lot of different people, and I thought, you know, if I can help these guys at work, maybe if I make a channel, I can help some other people out there. So basically that's why I made the channel. Number 8, did you have any reservations about starting the YouTube channel? Of course I did. I think all of us are a little self-conscious. I am too. Now, first of all, who am I? I'm no expert. I admit that openly. I am not a financial planner. I don't play one on YouTube. I'm just a guy who has some knowledge and feels like if I can help 1 or 2 other people make some good decisions, particularly the kind of decisions that I made bad decisions at, then it's a win. And it gives me satisfaction to know that maybe I'm helping somebody out there. Number 9, what is your channel about? Well, my channel is basically to help people make some financial decisions better than some of the mistakes that I made. Now, I do have, my basic mantra is keep your costs low, continually invest, keep yourself out of debt, and you're going to win. If you can start early, you can put away consistently, you can keep your fees low, do that by doing index funds or ETFs, whatever you prefer, that's the best thing. For 99% of the population, if you have 3 funds, a total stock market, a total international, and some kind of total bond fund, you're good. Keep investing simple. Number 10, what are your goals with your channel? Well, to make $1 million. No, really. Is to grow in, you know, if it grows into an extra income stream, I don't expect it to be a huge income stream, but if I can make enough videos to make a little bit of money at it, great. If not, if I help educate some other people not to make the mistakes that I've made in my past, then it's worthwhile, you guys. That's all. Number 11, what are some fun facts people might not know about you from watching your YouTube channel? Well, let's see. I spent almost 5 years in the United States Army, back in the Desert Storm era. I got out in 1992. I'm dating myself there. I'm a lifetime long scuba diver. I do a lot of technical diving, wreck, and cave diving. I'm a swiftwater rescue instructor for my fire department. I teach water rescue. I'm a master's weightlifter. I've competed on the national and international stage, having gone to the Pan American Masters Games this year. So those are some things you might not know about me. Number 12, what is the biggest investing mistake you have made in your life? Okay, now I actually made a video on it, this one, about how at the end of my job with the private ambulance company, I cashed in a 401k. Now, I cashed it in because I didn't know any better. I got my fire job. We don't use 401ks in the fire service. We have 457Bs. Now, not knowing any better because I didn't ask and I was too stupid to find out more, I asked my employer if I could roll my old 401k into the 457. She said no. So I said, oh, okay, well, I can't do it. I didn't know about rolling it over to an IRA because at the time, I honestly didn't even know what an IRA was. So long story short, rather than trying to roll it over to a traditional IRA, which would have been the smart thing, I cashed it out. So as you know, when you cash out a 401k early, not only do you pay the taxes, you also pay a 10% penalty on the total amount. Now, it was only about $10,000. It was not a big amount, you guys. But just think, if I had that $10,000 working for me since 2001 till now. To sum it up, once again, thank you to Dave from Hidden Freedom. His YouTube channel he's got some really good information. And if you guys have any questions or comments about this, or if there's somebody who wants to add to the list, put them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this. I really had fun making it. Give me a thumbs up. Like, subscribe to the channel, you guys. We just passed 60. We're finally starting to get a little bit of momentum with this, so it's super cool for me. As long as you guys keep subscribing and watching, I'll keep making videos. We'll see you next time. Thanks.